So we got a charity auction bike, and we're gonna try to source everything from Amazon. Vulcan 800 Classic. Fat tire means classic. 800 because 800cc. One of my most favorite bikes ever made. This is probably number 20 I've had. It is rough. Dirty wise, I don't see any big scratches, no dents, no dings. Those are the original tires that come with it brand new. They don't look like they have any miles on it because this thing's only got 1,000 miles. 1,000 miles, how about that? So we're going to order a battery. We're going to eventually do some pipes. This should be carbureted, CVK carburetor. Yep, we'll get a carburetor kit. There's a special tool for 2 straps to get that carburetor off. My biggest fear at the moment is going to be the lining in that tank. Is the lining in the tank any good? $3,000 bike. Once we get it going, maybe a little more because of mileage, and if I can get it to clean up real well, maybe even a little bit more. But it's probably one I'll keep, just because it's great to teach people how to ride on it. It's got a little crash bar up front, so I'll get the big one, and then I'll get the ones that go here. That way it can fall over and nobody's gonna care. But I will do pipes, which involves a carburetor jetting, and hopefully the electrical's good and everything. So first things first, let's get it off this trailer, get it rolled over there next to the other bikes, and give her a bath. Then pull the battery out, check the oil, see if we can get the engine to spin over. Maybe pull the spark plugs, put some juice, some break loose juice down the spark plug holes and let it sit overnight. I don't know yet. We'll see. Depends on how hot it gets, because I'm already sweating and I ain't done shit yet. Anyway, I've got one of these bikes already. Let's walk over here and I'll show you. I don't know what year that one is, but that bad boy runs and drives. It just, I bought it from a guy who never brought me the title. And I've had it for like a year. I've already taught a couple people how to ride on that. That one has got a clean title. All right, let's get this water hose broke out. Is this thing working? Is this thing on? Can you see me? Can you see me? All right, so it's been about 2 weeks since this last part of the little clip. We're gonna pull this off and get it worked on. First thing I'm gonna do is take the tank off, and by taking the tank off, you got to take the seat off, 1 bolt, vacuum line, fuel line, maybe 1 more vent line up there, I can't remember. Pull this off, unplug it, and then the tank lifts up and pulls out, and then we're gonna see what's in there. I got a feeling this tank, since it's 2006, is going to be similar, if not worse, than this tank on this 06 Vulcan 900, which you can see this beautiful mess. I mean, the wires just disintegrated, and that's a $1,000 tank and a $500 fuel pump, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it yet. A lot of times you can change just a mechanical piece or electrical piece, except for this resistor is disintegrated, and I'm a little worried about that. So I've got to get probably the whole assembly. I don't know. Inside of this tank is a bituminous, absolutely beautiful. Oh yeah, you can see that. So I got a buddy about 2 blocks down that owns Motor Parts on Bay, and they build motors, and they have a hot tank. So I'm gonna take this tank and that tank to the hot tank. Maybe the paint will stay on, maybe it won't. Even if it doesn't, I've got black paint, no big deal. Trying to talk. All right, so let's back this bike down, put it over here in the sun, It's not hot as balls today. It's September 29th. So I can get some things done today out in the parking lot without dying. Here we go. First thing I'm doing is I'm spraying the bolts. Let them sit for a few minutes for everything I know that I'm going to take off immediately, and the keys. Spray down the keyholes because this thing has been sitting a long time. This and a Suburban I've got back there is probably the longest sitting items I've ever had to deal with. That's was it 10, 16, 17, essentially 18 years this thing's been sitting. Holy smokes. All right, let's see. That one turns good. That one is not right. I feel like there is something broke in there. All right, let me go get some more tools. Look at that, 1,000 miles. Be right back. Got the farmer hat on. In case the Irish got issues from the sunlight. So, no luck on getting the gas cap off. I can either pay a locksmith to come out and fumble with it, or I can just drill it out and replace this whole piece because it should screw into place. It should be a flip cap. Messed up my key a little bit, so now I gotta force it in just a hair, but I can still get the ignition on, so I'm good. All right, now let's put the tripod down. Check this out. Can you see me? Can you see me? I just pulled this fuel line off. That should come on, but it's not. And this was stuck. But it looks like it might still be working, so we'll have to test that out. Anyway, my point was, this thing been sitting since 06, probably out of fuel. A couple little drops I got is better than the bike that's only been sitting for a year. Oh, gas was way better back then, even though that's not that long ago. Just the fuel they're using these days is just absolutely horrible. Horrible. All right, put you back on time lapse. Let me get this tank off. Big truck, trying to talk. All right, there's one more bolt up there I forgot about, and it had 2 vent lines. 1, 2 underneath the tank. Now I'm gonna pull the air cleaner cap off, and then I will tilt the bike up, check for oil. And if it's got oil, I want to make sure I'm not wasting time. I'm going to disconnect the coil, put a jump box on it, spin it over so I can get a little bit of oil pressure, put the coil back together, and then shoot some ether down its throat, or brake clean, or whatever I can find that's closest by, and then see if it fires. If it fires, we will continue. And we'll go ahead and pull this off also, because I know that's got to be nasty. It's just gotta be. A little sweaty going on. It's like 85, maybe 89 in the sun. Still way better than what it usually is, so I'm happy. All right, changed my mind. I'm doing a couple of little things more that I should have mentioned. One of the reasons I always pull air cleaners off is because you never know what's inside the air cleaner. I've got a little clip of a Fiero that sat for a couple of years, and I went to fire it up, and it just ran weird, and it would stick every once in a while. And that's because there was mice in the air. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you always check the air filter before you crank something up and drive it for 10 miles. Induction system. Anywho, lubed up the carburetor, good to go. I decided to go ahead and take the spark plugs out. Long extension, small plug, 5/8, one straight there, one straight there, and shot it with some WD-40. I'm trying to talk. I'm talking. Don't worry about me. Nope, nobody cares. Shot it with some WD-40. Let them rings soak for about 10 minutes. We have oil. I have power going to it. I haven't turned the key yet. We're gonna do the sniff test. Make sure nothing melts. Here we go. All right, nothing's on fire. Nothing's on fire. Should have a headlight. Nope, we got spotlights. Let's turn those off. Right there. Yep. We have a blink. We have a blinker. That's pretty cool. And now, because I've got a couple ounces of WD in these cylinders, when we spin over, I don't want to wear it because that shit stinks. Fish oil, people, fish oil. We were already in neutral. Here we go. Nothing. Let's make sure we were neutral. Oh, we got all kinds of sensors. This thing's got a clutch sensor and a kickstand sensor, so nothing there neither. All right. I don't think it's going to be because of this. I can't remember. It's been 10 years since I've worked on one of these. We'll plug that back in and make sure. So let's go get it. If not, I'll just jump the old solenoid. And the speedometer was intact. Put you down real quick, plug this in. All right, we are plugged in. Key is on, we got neutral. All this stuff's been sitting forever, so it could be poor contacts. Oh yeah, that's what it is. See the oil light go out? I have oil pressure. All right, beautiful. I didn't hear any knocking also. So now I'm gonna put these plugs back in. And then go get the ether. I really shouldn't drop them because that's gonna close the gap if it hits, but it's only an inch or 3. Nobody cares. If I get this thing going, I will put new spark plugs in it. Did you get in the hole? Did you get in the hole? Got in the hole. How about this one? Woo, don't fall. Don't fall. All right. take this back off because I don't think it was needed. I think this button just was, I think the button just hadn't been used in a while. Yeah, let me take this off and go get some starting fluid. Be right back. All right, I don't have any starting fluid, but I got a little bit of brake clean. Let's see if this works. Let's put you on a tripod mount. Let's first put the spark plug loose back on the spark plugs. That always helps. Alright, we're in neutral. That's good enough for me. No ticking, no clanking. That was amazing. Let's go grab the IV and see how junky that carburetor is. Call it IV. You know what I'm talking about. The auxiliary fuel tank. My buddy. Wherever I go, he goes. This thing. Let's go get some gas. Kind of excited. Alright, got the IV hooked up. Got the vacuum line blocked off. Again, these are vents that shouldn't have nothing to do with the crankcase or anything like that. We got a couple of splashes of fuel in there. Let's see what happens. Might not be getting fuel at all. No accelerator squirter yet. I'm gonna get something taller to bring the fuel up higher, and a little hammer to beat on the carburetor just a hair, because that float, I'm sure, is not doing floaty things. So something that helps is turning the fuel line on. That might help. I haven't tried it yet. I haven't got anything to beat on the carburetor yet. When I went to bring this up, I was like, oh, I forgot to turn the gas on. Big dirty thumbs up. All right, go back with the choke. Turn it back on. Jump box is almost dead. Give it a little helping hand real quick. choke her off again. Did there was forcefully made it suck fuel through the jets. It's a good way to clean lawnmower carburetors and stuff like that. But now there might be too much fuel, so I turned the choke off. Still not getting nothing from the accelerator from it. Which is little tabs. Just to loosen some things up. Yeah, I gotta pull the carburetor off. Get it over with. But I know she runs. That's fine. Nope, I want to hear it one more time. I got accelerator squirtage. You see that? So there's a, you can't see it now, truck got in the way. There it is. Big ass ship. Big ship going on the road. Running. Thanks, redneck. Appreciate you. Alright, we just outed up a little bit. Let's get this choke back. accelerator pump, keep it running. I love these bikes. I don't like that one, but I like this one. You know, that's a 900. This is an 800. I just love these 800s. Well done. That looks good. Oh no! We'll get you a truck. Come on. Oh, old fella in the. I don't know what that is. Jeep, something or other. Anywho. So, part it takes the crank back up. Always test things like that. That way, when you go for your test drive, you're not pushing shit back. Nope. Stoked. All right, I'm gonna put some tools up, and I got a brand new battery over here in a box. I'm gonna charge the box, charge the battery, take the battery out of the box, and then, yep, drill out this tank. Let's see what the tank's about. I really want to take it around the block. There's the battery. Let's see. What did I come in here for? Oh, the drill's over there. All right, yep, let's do that. Getting that gas cap off was a nightmare. It has two little tabs on the bottom of it that clamp down. As you can see, I had to bend it up to get it down. Luckily, like 40 bucks, it comes with a new one that bolts right on. Drilled it out and just fault and fault and fault and fault. Try not to damage the tank. Gas that came out was super nasty, obviously, but wasn't very rusty. Although I'm looking down here and I can see crud. So take your 10mm, break these loose so you don't strip them out. Then use a screwdriver, because that is not enough room to get a socket in there. Pull this, is called a petcock. Fuel shut-off valve, petcock, whatever. These are probably inexpensive, but this is a budget build. It's a bike I'm gonna use to teach people how to ride on, or possibly resell, but I don't want to spend a bunch of money. Here we go. Let's see what it looks like. All the varnish on the bottom. So basically it's created its own seal. So I can clean that up. I can soak this in some denatured alcohol, and this thing will probably be just fine. Just fine, just fine. Yeah, I didn't think that through, but it's too late now. So keep on coming. Oh yeah, that's cruddy. Can we save it? That is going to be the question. That's horrible. I fought with one of these one time. It was a 98 model, about 2003. And I created the problem myself. It had a big dent in it. It was a bike that I bought wrecked. It had a big dent in it. So what did I do? I filled it up with water, put it in the freezer, popped the dent out, and it just contaminated everything. It was horrible. Horrible. I don't think this will be too bad. It'll be time consuming, but not too terribly bad. So what I will do now is I actually have 5 or 6 gallons of old fuel somewhere I took out of that Magnum there, and I will flush this out and see how clean I can get it, because I got a feeling when I hot tank it, it's going to take the paint off. Anyway, that's where I'm at. I don't know why I'm being silly and putting the battery on charge. It's never going to take a charge, but here we go. Next day, everybody. Batman. So I've decided not to order parts yet. We need to get a gas cap, and we need to get the petcock. And I remember doing an aftermarket one time a few years back, and it was just an absolute piece of crap. So I'm gonna get one that's styled like this, where it comes straight down and it's got this type of knob, because the other knobs are longer, they hit the tank, you got to cut them down, and then that diameter's smaller, then you got to change your fuel line, then you're starving for fuel, and a whole bunch of other things going on. Just put the right shit back. What is this, you ask? What is this, you ask? Because I didn't buy a gas cap, I'm going to use a plug, whichever one I can get to fit. I'm going to put some 10 pieces of metal in there. 5 great big washers, 5 great big nuts. We're gonna put in there. Put the petcock back underneath. Plug it. Fill it up with vinegar. Swish it around every time I walk by it. Let it sit. Swish it around when I walk by it. Let it sit. Because I don't really want to put this in a hot tank, because then I got to repaint it. I can't seem to find a decent one used under 500 bucks. It's just not worth it. Being a carbureted bike, I can put an inline filter in it. That one, not that one, that one. This one, I'm gonna do the same thing when I'm done with this juice. I'm gonna pour in that tank and see if I can get it to do the same thing. We will see. A couple of people on some forums said once this is drained, swish it around with muriatic acid, a diluted muriatic acid, for 5-6 minutes, drain it, then fill it back up with a water and baking soda mixture. Depending on what this looks like, I'm gonna skip the muriatic acid part. We will see. I don't know. I just don't know. It's all trial and error. You have 15 of the same damn problem with the same damn type of motorcycle or car, and you're gonna try it 15 different ways just to figure out what you like. And if you're lucky, you get to do it in a small time period, so you don't forget what you've already done 10 times. Yeah. Anyway, all right, let me put this camera down and get to making one of those plugs fit. I didn't know if you was able to catch it on the time lapse or not, but the washer's too big to go in. So we got 5 more nuts. And I had to hand file this down so it would fit. These 2 little screws right here. So let me close those off. Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me? So it's been 2 days, and I got lazy and literally only turned the tank like twice. But I'm curious. I want to see what it looks like on the inside now. I got me a hobo freight bucket. gonna put all the vinegar in there. That way I can use it on that tank, like I said earlier, over there. And then if it survives, I'll probably put it into an old gas can or something, or a final lid for this bucket, because I don't want to waste it. I can reuse it for all kinds of stuff. Yep. So let's open this up and drain it. We'll find my magnet so I can fish out the 10 pieces of metal. I can tell you, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It did something, because all this was rusted, and that is clean now. Ish. Clean-ish. Let's see what comes out. How can I do this without making a mess? I probably cannot. I'm gonna smell like vinegar for days. Oh yeah, that actually worked really good. All the rust is in there. Let me go find the magnet and see if I can fish these. I'll take you with me. I'll take you with me. It's a mess, but I don't care. Busy guy. Doing things. See if we can get all these out. I see a little bit of scale on the inside, but look how clean that is on the side. Hope you guys can see that. Kind of surprised, not gonna lie. Let me fight with these pieces of steel and I'll be right back. Can you see me? Can you see me? Recording? Yep. All right. I think I got a hold of one. Look at how clean that is. They did look like that when they went in. That is pretty awesome. Two. Got all 10 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And they're clean. Clean, I tell you, clean. So I think I'm gonna do something and fight every bit of intelligence that's telling me not to do what I'm about to do. Flush it out with water. Yep, I'm gonna flush it out with water just to get any debris that's floating. See all this up and out, and then I'm gonna pull the petcock off, make sure she's drained out. Flush it out with a little bit of fuel, and then put a carpet fan on it and let it dry. Yep, here we go. All right, so I decided, since I've already got it, I'm gonna splash just a little bit in there, not a lot, just a little bit. Make it feel a little bit better. Probably about 2 cups worth. Swish it around. Now I'm gonna dilute it, give it probably about 2 more cups. swoosh it around. Ooh, it stinks. And it's smoking. Definitely doing its job. 2 minutes. I waited 2 minutes. It's clear, everybody can see it. Alright, now I'm gonna dispose of this properly. I have a plastic waste tank just for acid bits over there, so put this side. My grass is gonna love this. See how clean it is? That is just awesome. Now I'm gonna take this and make a mess. I like it. Can you see in the hole? Can you see in the hole? Quick little follow-up on the other tank. This is on the Vulcan 900. Previous tank's the Vulcan 800, wherever it's at. This one's more capacity, so I had to put another gallon in it. So I'm at 5 gallons minus a little bit of spillage between the other tank and adding it to this one. And I need more. I need another half gallon at least, so I'm gonna grab another one. But I filtered it as I was pouring it out of the bucket with a paint strainer. Look at that nastiness there. Looks like sand. And then boom. Just to give you some context, let's hit it with a screwdriver. Grab a flathead real quick. Bring it back out into the sun. This is how big the screwdriver is on my hand. Oh man, that's so nasty. And that's what come out of that tank. Just baby boo. I'm trying to talk, asshole. Anyway, isn't that crazy? All right, let me put a cap on this one, switch it around, and go get more vinegar. Okay, everybody, it's October 8th now. It's my birthday. Happy birthday! We're doing a big barbecue. Let me turn this radio down so we don't get a copyright strike. Okay, and here is the tank right here. Turn on the light. Boom, still clean. I'm gonna get some touch-up paint, fix some of those where I had to ding it up from taking the gas cap off. Yeah, we got some parts on the way. We got a new petcock on the way. We got the gas cap already here. We got the carburetor kit here, and I got the battery, and I think that's it. We're gonna assemble all this in the next video and do a carburetor cleaning. So stay tuned for that. Come check it out. If you're ever in Savannah, Georgia, you want to see my stuff, come look at my stuff. I'll show you my junk. I don't care who you are. Yeah. Got a fight coming up next Saturday, the 14th in October. And I got to do a personal security for Jonathan Franks. That was pretty cool. What else? Yep, that's it. Let's get this 800 project done. This is October 8th. I'm doing a barbecue and a toy opening. I'll probably post this sometime this week, so maybe October 10th or so, and start making the rest of the video. Appreciate you watching. Like and subscribe.